Hey, what's up guys, Tech Guy Hodger here, and this is a review of the Snugg leather case. So let's firstly take a tour around the case itself. So if we start off with the front of the case, let's bring it a bit closer, zoom it, focus it in a bit. So as you can see, subtle branding from Snugg, so it is not in your face but it's still there, which is good, like, because some companies will put branding which is right in your face, and that can get a bit distasteful. So I like the simple look, so this really is quite nice, as like I said, the branding is not right in your face but it's there so you know who made the case, because obviously you want to market yourself. So let's start off with the top of the case. So you have a good cutout. Well, it's not really a cutout, it's more like they've got gaps in between the case. So there's a good gap for the headphone jack. And I have tried many headphones, so the Apple ones will obviously work. But also, if you've got some which have a thicker cable and a thicker jack, they will go in fine. When I mean thicker, I don't mean that bigger than 3.5 millimeters, but like how some headphone jacks from the top, the actual body of the headphone tip is quite thick, and sometimes the cases can't handle that and they don't fit. So with this, it's quite easy. You can just fit any kind of headphone you have and it will go in perfectly fine. um there is a car for your sleep wake button, but it is quite hard to get to. So let me show you from this angle, if I can focus that in properly. So I don't know if you can make it out, but it's right there. Like, you have to kind of, like, if the case is closed, it's quite hard to get into. This is a better view. See, it's right there, so you have to kind of poke your finger in, feel for it, and then it closes the iPad. So I would have preferred if the cutout was a bit bigger or a bit more, well, not bigger, but it was positioned a bit better, so I didn't have to poke my finger around in there and have to feel my way to the sleep wake button. But of course, if you've had your iPad for a while, you already know, you can judge where the buttons are without even having to look at them. So on this side of the where the buttons are, you've got nice gaps for your lock, rotation, or mute switch, however you decide to use that, and for your volume button. Let me bring that a bit closer. So let's zoom in on that. And there you see your volume. Now, you could say that you have to poke around for this, but I haven't really found a problem. It is quite easy to press. Let's focus again. So it is quite easy to press down on the volume. It doesn't really cause much of an issue. And then on the back, on the bottom, sorry, you've got a very nice big cutout for your charge straight sync cable, and also a cutout for the speaker, so you've got enough volume that you can hear it, so it's not blocking the sound. On this side is completely, there's no cutout because there's no buttons on this side, so it's kind of like a bookbinder kind of look from the side, which is nice because then it's quite stylish. If you can imagine you're holding it like that, it looks quite sophisticated, and if you're going into a meeting or something, it looks quite professional. And now let's get onto the back of this case. So there's the cutout for the camera, and you have a little hook which you can use to prop up the case, as a stand. So, and another good thing about this case is that it does have the sleep wake function. So because there's magnets inside, it wakes up your iPad and puts it to sleep. I don't know if you heard that click. So it does wake it up and put it back to sleep. So let's have a look at the whole stand feature of this case. So you take the case, flip it over, pop it into this little gap here, flip it around, and there you have it. It's nicely propped up, it's not going anywhere, so even if you do knock it a bit, it will come back to you, it's not going to fall. And so that's one thing. And then of course, if you did notice, it has a little binder at the back, a little flap, So what this can be used for different kind of things. So you could put your hand in there, and then you've got a steady grip on your iPad. So if you want to use a stylus, or if you're trying to show someone some pictures, so you can flip through it without having to worry about the iPad slipping from your hands. Another thing I guess you could use this for is if you're someone that owns a business or someone that goes to meetings quite a lot and has business cards. I guess you could slip a few business cards in there, or even have it hold some kind of papers for you. And also there is a bit of Snugg branding on the inside, just there. So again, quite subtle. If you notice it, you notice it. If you don't, that's okay. So Snugg branding right there. And the iPad does fit in very nicely. Pardon the pun, but it is quite a snug fit. I'll quickly show you how you actually put your iPad in. So now I've taken the iPad out of the case, and it is, so even like if you haven't got it in, it's quite thin. So if you have the urge to use another case while you've got this in your cupboard or something, it won't really take up any space, to be honest. Or if you want to just put it in your bag for use later. So let's put the iPad in. So you have this flap so it's a flap Velcro combination. You just get your iPad. Obviously on this kind of wood surface it is quite slippery. So, and then all you do is slide it in. Make sure it's tightly in there. And then just fold up. So this is the bit where you need to see it. So let's bring it. So as you can see, the Velcro's over there. You fold up the flap, fold it in properly, and the Velcro attaches, and there you go. You're ready to go about your business with your iPad fully protected, looking stylish, looking professional, looking classy, whatever other kind of words you want to use. This iPad does the job. So that was a quick review of the Snugg leather case. It does come in another color, which is black, which I have got here. When I asked them for cases for review, I didn't realize that I ended up ordering the same case but in a different color. So this is basically the same exact case, literally, but just in another color. So you can get it in black or in brown, whatever takes your fancy. So if you're a bit of a business guy, you go to meetings quite a lot, you might want the black one. If you're more style conscious, you're not really going to meetings, you just want something which is stylish and stands out from the crowd, maybe, go for the brown. So that was a review of the Snugg leather case for the iPad 3. And I've got one more product of Snugg which I need to review. It would have been classed as 3 reviews, but because I realized I've ordered the same case but in a different color, I'm putting this into one review. So it's the same case, different color, same functionality, magnets, everything the same. So the other thing I need to review is a back plate for the iPad. If you don't want to use a full folding case, you can get that, which that review will be coming up shortly. So look out for that. So subscribe, and thanks for watching. I'll see you again another time in another video. Take care.